welcome to episode 77 of the After Hours. How y'all doing tonight? My name's Augie RFC, and have we got a loaded show for you guys tonight? In fact, let me just open up my show notes, and we can just take a look at everything we have to cover tonight. I'm going to try to be as upbeat as possible. Obviously, I wasn't live yesterday for a pretty obvious reason. I mean, yesterday, look, let's just be honest, the news hit hard. Especially me. Not that I knew the guy personally or anything like that. I just felt it would be better just to stay off the air. Obviously, I don't have any issue with people who decided to do a stream on that particular day or even talk about the issue. No issue with that. I just decided, for me personally, I was just going to go live on Twitch and chill out, play some video games instead of force myself to do a show that I really didn't want to do. Thank you for the $2 right off the bat. Mike the Bike, you're going to bring up Holly trying to use Etika for pity. I did see a little bit of that going on my Twitter feed, but I don't really have any commentary to give on that. Because I didn't really take much a look at that. Is Holly still a thing? Is she still around? Like, I didn't really know she was doing stuff. Alright, well, I mean, I do follow her on Twitter, but I haven't really seen her go live or really do anything spectacular since the events that happened during May that we all know of very well. But if she's really trying to use Etika for pity, I'd have to take a look and see if that's really going on there. I really don't know what she's up to. But anyway, getting back on track here, I didn't want to do a stream yesterday. I figured I would go live on Twitch, and we ended up doing 3 hours on Twitch, playing some video games, chilling with the chat. It was a very chill stream, and I quite enjoyed it myself. Of course, today we're back on the air on YouTube, however, to kind of talk about the aftermath of the situation. Not necessarily anything revolving Etika, but mostly, the people who are really just using the situation for whatever personal vendetta they have, for whatever personal reasons they have come up with. We've seen 4 people really take the heat after this whole situation. And tonight, we're going to be doing what every British commentator has been doing on Twitter and playing Moral Cop. That's right. We're the moral authorities of YouTube now. This stream is now the moral judgment stream. We are going to be deciding whether or not these people are innocent or guilty. Brittany Venti, Memology 101, KEEMSTAR, and JayStation. Who is innocent and who is guilty? We're going to be playing the British commentary game that many people are well familiar with, and I'm going to be getting really angry and really upset and really outraged over things that really just don't affect me in real life. I mean, that's really going to be the stream for tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, the core subject matter is pretty disheartening. However, there's going to be some laughs to be had here, especially when it comes to JayStation and Brittany Venti. Oh my god. Especially Brittany Venti. She, man, she just does not give a fuck at all. She does not care at all. So we're going to be taking a look at everything shortly. KEEMSTAR is always guilty. Well, I don't know about that one. We'll be taking a look, of course, and giving our fair and honest criticism, because we are the moral arbiters of YouTube. That is our job for tonight. Let me go ahead and reveal the chat and see who we have in here. Right off the bat, we have $2 coming in from Lady Zubat. I kicked her butt in Smash. Actually, I don't recall that happening. I recall last night I destroyed you in Smash, and you can look at it on live stream, so I don't know about that one. I think I have the receipts to prove otherwise. Alright, let's just go ahead and give some shoutouts in the chat. Shadow Humor, Boblex is a liberal. Yes, he is a filthy libtard. Spazawaki, I don't recall seeing you in here. Are you new? What's going on? Tommy C deserves a spot in your title? Why? What did Tommy C do? I'm curious. Tommy C is always in the news, man. He's always getting under commentator's skin. Michael, Amy Wolf, Caroline, Samantha Slime Shop, Mike the Bike, ODST Productions, Daniel James, your mom. My mom's in the chat. Uh-oh, I better stop swearing. Cactus Eastwood, OG Lush, Muse, Crippled Donut, AZN Chink. We got Chinks in the chat. Oh, I see how it is. Pizza Guy, Caroline, Dustin M, Great Ghost, and Michael. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Let me see what my co-hosts are up to. Let's see what they're doing in the call. Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing much better than I was yesterday.
Me too, man. I gotta be honest. I'm doing way better tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have a show yesterday because
the news hit hard. Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. That 3-hour Twitch stream I did last night felt like 30 minutes. I had so much fun just pulling a Bunty King and just playing video games with the boys.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
What I'm saying?
Video games, dude.
Video games. That's all I'm all about now. Video games. This show is going to become a video game stream. Watch. One day, when the drama dies and I lose all my co-hosts and I backstab everyone, it's going to be a video game channel. That's going to be
and you're going to criticize everybody else for doing drama, even though you built your career off it.
Yeah, that's going to be how things go down.
But
why is Memology getting in so much shit? We'll be taking a look at that shortly. Memology, look, I'm just gonna say, not everyone in the title is gonna be all innocent, and not everyone's gonna be all guilty. They're gonna be, our moral authorities are going to tell us who we're gonna need to get super outraged about. Now, look, here's the deal, and let me just state this right openly. When it comes to people dying on the internet, you have toxicity from every end. And I'm not just talking about toxicity like everyone, you know, oh my God, people are treating the situation so poorly, let a man rest or something like that. Look, people are always going to be shitheads on the internet. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? People are always going to put Etika in the title or use the situation for whatever personal agenda they got. What does it make a difference to me? I don't care if some kid writes in his title, Etika died, give me views on their live stream, so I have to get upset about this. It doesn't make a difference to me. I just don't see the reason getting upset. Maybe it's just me, I just don't care. You know, there was Steve Lochner, which I gave a little bit of a fuck about. I mean, it didn't really change. I didn't really get outraged about that per se. I just kind of thought it was funny that you have this guy with this giant nose who's shilling for shekels on his channel. I thought that was funny, but I didn't really get outraged. I just don't understand what the outrage is about. Look, people are always going to be shitheads on the internet. Just ignore it. That's all it takes.
I mean, I think that personally for me, I was pretty upset based off of personal experience and other things. It really was upsetting to me, the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I understand the situation, but, you know, every single time this happens, it was last year with X6 and Tassion, people were always like, there's so many people making fucked up jokes about it and stuff like that, and then you'd have the other side of the internet which would rush to, like, defend it and cop and stuff like that. It's just such clusterfuck of everyone fighting over what's right, or when it's the right time to make a joke, or if the bodies aren't cold anymore, or something like that. It's just so ridiculous. Just, you know.
Well, the reason, like, okay, the JayStation thing, he has a history of this shit.
I understand the JayStation. I don't know. Look, if you want to laugh at it, I'm all for that. I just feel like it's just a waste of energy.
I think it's important to pay your respects. Anything that happens after that is just it's not. Just pay attention. A man died. Relevant.
Just let him rest.
I'm sorry. Is this better? Am I not talking loud enough? Jesus fucking Christ! People are fucking complaining. Am I not loud enough?
People always complain. Yes, I'm a liberal. Shadow humor.
Either way, tonight we're going to be playing the game of Innocent or Guilty. It's the new hit game show of YouTube. We're going to be finding out who are the bad guys and who are the good guys with Augie RFC and Boblox and Bunny.
I think it's going to be pretty interesting because I think we all have different opinions on each of these individual people. So, and like their actions surrounding this. So.
All right, well, are you ready to get into the first case? The first case of Internet Detective? The first contestant coming to the floor, Brittany Venti! Oh, no! Brittany, no! Brittany! Oh, my God. Boblox, do you have a history of Brittany Venti? I feel like you do.
I've seen some of her videos in the past. I mean, we talked about it on After Hours, her video.
A long time ago.
A long time ago, her video on Destiny. I was about to say just Destiny, but it's just... the regular Destiny. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of her. I really can't tell if she's trolling or legit now because I know she does have a past of trolling and some of the stuff she says is questionable, but at the same time I feel like she is being genuine in some of her opinions. I really have mixed feelings on Brittany Venti. I don't really have a conclusive opinion on her. But
wow, let's take a look at what she's in trouble with regarding this Etika situation. So Brittany tweets out yesterday when the news came out, if you're sad and need somewhere to talk about Etika's death, ... DLive.tv/Brittany Venti. Woo! Yeah! Oh no, Brittany.
Yeah, that tweet does not look good in the slightest.
Now look, here's the catch to the story is that she donated all the money to what was it, a charity of some sort, or Etika's mom or something, something along those lines. So
yeah, but it's a lino, so
she sent. What do you mean, Boblack? She sent Etika's mom 50 linos. What do you mean? She's rolling in the linos. It's fine.
Damn.
Oh my god. Either way, I don't get it. I'm going to go ahead and say innocent on this case, and I'll tell you why. It's because the money was sent. Look, the tweet's obviously, like, let's be real here. It's fucking... It doesn't look good. But if the money's sent for a good cause, then I don't see any reason to really get upset over it. It's just another case of, I just feel like it's definitely something questionable about this, but am I going to get upset about it, or am I going to lose my shit? I don't really see the reason to. I think you guys might have a different opinion, and I'm perfectly willing to hear it. What do you think about this?
With Brittany, with this one in particular, I think the only thing she really did wrong was the wording of her tweet. Because she actually met Etika. Yeah. She actually met Etika. She was pretty sad about it when I watched some of the VOD of that stream. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a couple minutes of it. And it seemed like a fine thing to do, making a stream talking about how your friend passed and, trying to like comfort people and just like talk about the positive experiences she had with him. It's just that tweet in particular. It was worded pretty badly. I think that's the only problem with that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh my god. I just swallowed my drink. Oh my. All right, let's get through this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this innocent. I think Brittany. I don't see any reason to really get upset over here. We're definitely gonna go through some other cases that are a bit different here. But you might be thinking, all right, well that was quick, that was easy, a little rapid fire round. We're done here with Brittany Venti. Of course not. Of course not. There's a little more to this story, and this gets away from the innocent or guilty show. But we're gonna segue, or rather, we're gonna step away from that for just a quick minute to take a look at this side beef with her and Slasher. He's an esports commentator, I believe, and he reports on a lot of esports news on his Twitter feed. Slasher writes, "Brittany, what the fuck is wrong with you?" Which I'd say is a reasonable response. And then Brittany includes an image. Now, what does she say? What does that image say? This is DMs between her and Slasher. I'm not really up for dating, Slasher says. I've watched you and seen your stances. This is a serious inquiry for a date, not just a hookup. As someone who's diametrically opposed to many of your beliefs but agree on others, I figured it would be quite fun. Brittany says,
that message is so formal. It's like,
Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with this guy? What is he doing? Slasher. Brittany replies, I'm not available for dating. Sorry. He responds, K.
The next.
Oh, no.
What the fuck is wrong?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, Slasher.
God.
Oh my god, that is fucking great. Not that these DMs have anything... Look, let's just be honest here. This was a horrible thing for Brittany to do here. She just literally, like, on a completely unrelated issue, just drops all these DMs, just shits all over Slasher. But it's funny. Let's just be real here. It's fucking hilarious. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it is. Like, those DMs, a serious inquiry. What?
A serious inquiry for a date. Who speaks like that? This is a Bunny King level proposal right there. That is not the best look from Slasher there. My man, what are you doing? Not a good look there. Now there's more to this.
Jesus.
Now she includes a whole thread on Slasher in response to all this. She says, and let me go ahead and full screen this right here. 1 second he is bothering my friend nonstop and DM spamming her to get me to contact him. Then I had to tell him I wasn't interested 2 times. After I reject him, this guy jumps on the hate train against me without even looking into my stream. He tweets the news, by the way, includes a picture of Slasher. Quite the lady charmer right there. He looks like no fuckers. Oh my god. He used Etika's death to get revenge on me so he can farm likes on Twitter, all while he virtue signals about taking advantage of Etika. I'm not allowed to talk about my friend's death, but he can just make tweets and make content about all the news he wants, right? The only reason I DM'd him was to stop harassing my friend about it. I used to be straight to the point, and he still did not take no for an answer after the first time. So not
Ooh,
only
yikes.
did I have to reject him twice, I told my friend to tell him I was not interested. He kept bothering her. He trying to use her as a connection to talk to me. So not only did I have to DM him twice, reject him, but my friend already had to tell him I wasn't interested. I can't make this stuff up, guys. My friend tried to be nice about it on several occasions. Look at how uncomfortable she is. Slasher says, is Brittany single yet? I have a hate crush on her. You gotta hook us up. Also, that Bible reading stream was amazing. Brittany's friend replies, lol, surprised you were interested in her considering how controversial she can be. And thank you, I had a lot of fun that stream. Slasher responds, yeah, that's the whole point. Does that mean you're gonna help us out? Smiley face. And yes, Bible readings every night, please.
Oh, he loves to hear Brittany read him Bibles every night, dude.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Story.
Oh my god.
Bible stories to sleep. Can you read me a Bible story?
Why do these e-celebs do this shit on their main verified accounts? Just make another account for your deviancy. I don't understand what this is all about.
These fucking esports gamer guys are like really weird and like
so
I'm a gamer,
thirsty.
Okay, but like people like him, like fucking Pro Jared. I mean, Pro Jared's pretty extreme, but there's a lot of others. They're just, it's so awkward. So weird.
Oh my god. She replies, lol, I mean, I'll tell her you're interested, but even being associated with her is a bad idea in my opinion. I try to be careful I don't get canceled for some of the shit she says. She goes pretty hard. Slasher replies, laughing my ass off, I know though. That's why I think a date would be awesome!
Awesome!
That's the stage of life I'm in currently.
You read the Bible to me.
Oh my god,
awesome.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great,
Epic,
guys.
dude. Dude, it'd be rad as hell.
Oh my god. Look, there's a lot of questionable stuff you can call Brittany Venti out for, but me personally, I'm just not going to get upset over this. I mean, she sent the money to a good cause. She's talking about her friend. The wording was pretty bad, I'm not going to lie, but in this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and just say innocent, just because I don't see enough to really call outrage. What do you guys think?
I'd say Brittany's innocent, Slasher guilty, dude. Guilty of being a fucking weirdo.
We're gonna go ahead and... I should have made like a little green screen effect, like we can say, like, innocent, whoa! Oh my god. Well, innocent...
Ding, ding,
yeah, exactly.
Innocent.
Ding, ding, ding! Hey, Brittany, you win! What do you win? You're on D-Live. Oh my god. Oh wait, I forgot there's one more thing here. There's one more thing I almost forgot about. What is this? He's still DMing me! Oh no! 4 hours ago! And we see a little segment of the DM here. Me saying some pretty hilariously cringy ... and then the DM
well, at least
cuts
he's
off
self-aware. Okay.
Oh my god. Dude, man's just got a little thirsty on Maine. You can't blame him.
Yeah, dude, just thirsty on Maine, dude.
Dude, every now and again, every man has the urge, you know? You can't just, like, blame a man for that. Oh my god. Rod, no. Augie, the majority of the internet doesn't like what Memology said. Not me and not Turkey Tom. I did see you guys both on my Twitter last night. We'll be taking a look at, I believe Memology is next on the chopping block. Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah. I have a couple of opposing opinions against him, but also some in his favor, so...
I'm going to be in his favor for this one, and I think this is going to be my most contentious take tonight. I have a feeling a lot of people aren't going to be happy with the stream tonight, but Memology... probably going to be my most contentious take. Let's just go ahead and jump into that story and segue. So, Brittany, you're off the hook, at least from me. Probably not from the rest of the internet, but at least from me, you're off the hook. Our next contestant on the list. Oh, boy. Memology 101! Memology, no! No! Oh my god. This one's gonna be great. So this is Gamer from Mars. He jumped off with a tweet last night. YouTuber Memology, who is most notable for being super critical of other creators, repeatedly mocked and harassed YouTuber Etika for months, leading to his suicide. Wait a minute. Mocked and harassed YouTuber for months, leading to his suicide. Am I like
no?
Retarded
I mean, the way he's wording it is in the months leading to his suicide. So he was mocking and harassing him the months leading up to his suicide.
Wait,
you have to word it a little differently because of
mocked
the
and harassed YouTuber Etika the months lead. Okay,
yeah,
that's pretty bad wording.
He just doesn't have the word in there, but probably because of the character limit, honestly, or maybe he forgot. I don't fucking know.
How unfortunate. How unfortunate. He repeatedly made the baseless claim that Etika was lying about his mental health problems. And here we see the damning screenshot. Cancel Memology! He's over! He's done! Oh my god.
There's a lot of questionable tweets in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. But let's just take a look at all of this. And judge it fairly, because as opinionated as I am, where the hell did my thing go? There it is. As opinionated as I am, I also am gonna try to be as fair as possible here.
Yeah, before we get into it, I don't blame anybody for thinking Etika's mental illness is fake, but I feel like Memology in particular went really, really hard on the side of it being fake to the point where I feel like it was kind of unreasonable. I mean, it's his opinion to have, but I do think he did go a bit too hard. But let's just read the tweets.
Alright, so here we have, he is just a scumbag, nothing special. Etika may have fooled us, Etika may have fooled you, not us. This is from a few days ago. Etika asks for money, gets mad, he only got $13, being an ungrateful e-beggar. Nobody owes you anything, Etika. Attention-seeking whore like Etika. He is not ill, his interview with KEEMSTAR proved he's just trolling everyone. Etika staged his mental health problems to bait people into watching him on OnlyFans.com for $20. Yeah, mentally ill, by the way. I just listened to Etika, and he is using dialogue from Warhammer 40k and other science fiction sources. Mental breakdown / mental illness, my ass. Etika, oh god. Josh liked. No! Boblax! Cancel Boblax! No!
There might be some other Joshes on Twitter that could have liked that.
Yeah, of course, obviously that's what's going on here. Cancel Boblax.
But some people...
By the way, if my voice is breaking, it's just because I swallowed a shitload of my drink in the wrong hole, and it's fucked my voice up. So I'm not going through puberty again, I promise.
The wrong hole, really?
Yeah,
really?
You've never heard that expression before? You take a drink from the wrong hole, it's goes through your nose?
It's the wrong pipe, dumbass.
It's always been the wrong hole. You're just looking to the... Alright, whatever. Fucking... Get your mind out of the damn gutter.
I'm gonna go back to dying from
and mute your damn mic when the dogs are barking, Jesus!
I can't get him to stop.
The dog's mad at the Memology tweets, dude.
Apparently so.
The dog's fucking pissed at Memology right now.
Oh my god. Memology continues on here, doing a wide YouTuber Press Season 2 may seem crazy, but the Etika stuff, damn, he played everyone like an alternate reality game. Here's some old videos from his channel. Etika gets arrested. Etika may be trolling everyone. Etika goes full e-beggar. Here we have, yeah, sure, can't even keep up with their own story. How are you going to mess up the name of the hospital you're in? How would you go from saying Elmhurst Mental Hospital to Queens General Hospital? Those names have nothing in common. Stop preying on fans and people that are worried at the Alice Pica. Jesus, going after his girlfriend there. Or rather, his ex-girlfriend. At Etika and you and any other person on that bullshit of a convoluted story have a lot of people literally panicking. You have children and teens going nuts over this. Yeah, mentally ill, by the way. Mental illness in quotation marks. Mental breakdown / mental illness. My ass. Ugh. All right, Josh, I'll go ahead and let you take the floor before I give my my take on these screenshots.
Okay, so I've seen some of the conversation going on between Turkey Tom and stuff, and I assume you're gonna take a similar stance to what he does, but we can discuss it when you actually bring up your stance. But basically, I mean, he was tweeting at Etika, you know, all this stuff, and that is kind of harassing Etika if Etika were to see some of these tweets, you know. It would have been harassing him. Although, you know, thinking that Etika's mental illness was fake is a fair thing to think based off a lot of the circumstances. I do think he thought it for too long. Like, my general stance is that after Etika punched the cop, it was pretty clear that it was a mental illness. You could think either way, but I mean, I feel like if you were to think it wasn't a mental illness, you would be more stretching at that point. Memology went really hard in the direction that this wasn't a mental illness. Like, I get like thinking that it might be fake and then being like, okay, I personally think it's fake, but not like going like super ham and like, you know, being like all harassy and stuff. Because Memology did upload a bunch of videos basically like mocking Etika, and he thought it was 100% fake. He was 100% convinced to the point where he openly mocked and criticized Etika. And I feel like you can think that it's fake, but when there is a genuine possibility of him having a mental illness, I do feel like it's kind of, you know, not nice to fully go that hard in the direction of this is 100% fake, shame on you, fuck you, Etika, etc. Obviously, it's easier to say in hindsight, but I do think having like the thought in your mind that it could go either way is just important to maintain. And I thought most people were maintaining that thought. Like even KEEMSTAR, he thought it was fake majority of the time, but I still felt like he thought that there might be a possibility that it was a mental illness. With Memology, I feel like he was 100% this is fake, and I feel like he should have had like the thought in his mind that it could be a possibility.
All right. Well, this is where I disagree with you when it comes to the harassment point. I don't think... Look, people throw the word harassment all the time. They forgot what the word means. This is not harassment. This is a public... We're talking about a public figure. He's doing highly questionable things at the time. And quite frankly, literally anybody could have looked at that and come to the conclusion it was a stunt for publicity. Obviously, that didn't happen. And unfortunately for Memology's case... because it didn't happen, now Memology has to live with the fact that he had to shit on a guy for faking what he thought at the time was faking mental illness, who then killed himself. I can't imagine the burden or the stress that would have to go under me if I was like shitting on a guy for a year and then he ended up killing himself over the thing I called that out as bullshit that I thought as the time.
Yeah.
However...
Like,
well, no. Let me just go ahead and finish here. I do not hold Memology accountable at all. I think, look, Memology, he goes hard. He'll pick a stance on a topic and he'll go hard on that stance. Not unlike how he did with the Etika situation. Unfortunately for him, what we all thought, and let's not pretend like a bunch of people didn't think this was a work at the time. I mean, people want to sit here and pretend like, oh, I told you guys, pay attention to mental illness because people don't talk about it, so now nobody feels the courage to come out with their mental illness. Nobody at the time thought Etika was going to kill himself at the time that he was doing things up until his suicide note a week ago. He made jokes, Etika himself made jokes about his own mental breakdowns and pretending to do another one. He literally said, all right, guys, when's the next mental breakdown? In his own videos, he joked about, all right, guys, no more mental breakdowns this time, laughing about it. He made it a joke in and of himself. So I find it a ridiculous standard to hold to these people that somehow they're responsible or they should have known. Nobody knew.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that.
Nobody had any idea until what happened, unfortunately. And now we, as the doubters, have to live with the fact that we thought this was bullshit until the very end.
Yeah, like when this was happening, I actually did criticize Memology for his opinion. I just thought it was wrong, right? Not wrong in the sense of like, oh, it's immoral, but like I think he was legitimately having a mental illness. But it's fine for him to have that opinion. I'm gonna criticize him for it, but I don't really think that he's like responsible in any way for Etika's death. And I think to blame him in any sort of capacity is just pretty stupid. I mean, obviously, Memology isn't heartless. He does probably feel very guilty for the stuff he said about Etika, and, I really don't think that Etika saw any of this and that it further influenced what he ended up doing. So I would say, like, Memology, I don't think he should have went this hard, personally. I think he should have kept the possibility in mind that this could be mental illness.
Here's the other thing, right? Etika was literally begging for money in April. You have to remember that. Etika was doing literally all the signs of a YouTuber who was faking something or doing some publicity.
And it's also all the signs of a manic episode as well.
Yeah, there's that too, but look, here's the deal. We're trained to assume that when YouTubers as big as Etika and even bigger are crying mental health or mental illness, that it's bullshit. Because let's be real here, mental health is the biggest shield or weapon for a YouTuber to use. There's real YouTubers who have real mental health and issues, but for the most part, when YouTubers come forward about their state of being, they're doing it as bullshit to sell something to their fans or to cry a victimhood to their fans. I mean, look, that's not every case 100%, but let's not pretend like that doesn't happen all the time. The
problem is
let me just finish this real quick, and then I'll let you speak.
But I do really want to.
It's just unreasonable for me to put people to a standard that we had to have known that a guy was literally going to kill himself who was standing on top of he had the world by his hand. Like, he was the biggest entertainer on YouTube Live. It's just unreasonable to assume he's going to kill himself, given all the signs he showed.
The problem is we're now looking at this retrospectively.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Me looking at it retrospectively, like, he did tell the police, watch me on Instagram Live, and like, he did put his suicide note on the internet. I think that this is a person whose main way of communicating was through the internet, and he felt that that was his way of reaching out to people. And I think that it's possible that we have to consider this whole time, every time he did this attention seeking behavior, all the other times that he was in his own weird way trying to get people to listen to him. That's possible that each time these were manic episodes, that it was just he didn't know how else to get people's attention. And of course, like, you can't really blame people for not realizing if that was what he was doing. And you can't really say, like, I think that this argument that people are somehow responsible for him killing himself by making jokes or saying these things, it's stupid. Obviously, he had some sort of other issue that was already there. There's no argument that people pushed him to this by making jokes.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
Can't, that just isn't, that would just be ridiculous. It was much more than that. He jumped. I'm coming from a place of, I have been suicidal. I almost did kill myself this year, and I know how much it takes to push someone to that point. And it just, like, it wouldn't be people making jokes or like people saying, oh, I know it was a stunt, and people saying things like this. It was so much more than that.
Yeah,
so much more than that. He had there had to have been much more going on in his life, in his mind, to push him to that point, and you can't blame Memology for that.
Yeah, I don't think Memology influenced it at all. And just to clarify, my problems with these tweets in particular is not that he had the by the way, when I say this, I don't actually think that Memology like influenced Etika's death at all. But my issue with these messages is not that he took the stance that it was fake. It's that he just pushed it like so far and like kept pushing it. Like if you saw some of his videos, he kept uploading videos like, oh, Etika's an e-bagger, Etika's a piece of shit. Like he kept going over and over and over and over and over again. And he just went a lot harder than I saw anybody else go who had the opinion of it being fake. Like Kavos thought it was fake. He made like a couple tweets saying, hey, I think this is a publicity stunt. Hey, Etika, I don't like what you're doing. But he never like went as hard. Like I feel like Memology like digged and tried to find reasons like, oh, look at this one tweet that he made in his barrage of manic tweets that says something about money. Oh, he must be e-bagging and all that shit. I just think that he went a little too far. I don't really think that it's a problem. It's just not something I personally would do. I don't know. It's just but at the end of the day, I don't really think that he should be criticized too heavily for these tweets, especially now. I think, back then, if you disagree with his opinion, you can, disagree with him. But right now, I don't think he should be blamed for Etika's death in the slightest.
I'm going to go to and bring in Nick Diorio. He wants to give his take. Diorio, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's call a spade here. Del Hunty said it best in the chat that he had a 50-50 and he picked wrong. That's essentially what we're looking at. And you can criticize him because he didn't double down, he didn't triple down, he like quadrupled down on the fact that it was a work, it was a fucking ploy for attention by Etika. And let's not forget that that's a totally okay opinion to have. It's like we're sitting in a world where we have incredible hindsight. We know what already happened. We know how the story ended. But if we're taking a look at this whole situation from a broad spectrum, looking at each individual thing, I mean, it's certainly possible to come away with the opinion he's faking it. And the problem with stuff like that is there are so many YouTubers who abuse this mental health excuse. There are a lot of YouTubers who abuse a mental health excuse, and it's pretty sad. It's part of the reason these things aren't taken seriously. If for one bad egg, 15 people might falter. And we can also take a look at this directly from Etika's words, because he mentioned in his own suicide video that he was never suicidal before, even though he made threats, and that he may have embellished it a bit too much. That's in his video. So I can't possibly see how there are people here criticizing Memology for his stances when Etika himself said that he did a little too much. He embellished it a little too much. That's the way I interpreted it. That's the way the people I showed it to interpreted it. So
well, I mean, it would have been reasonable, like based off of his behavior and just YouTubers in general, the platform and behavior in general, it would have been reasonable for people to assume that it was a stunt. Each time.
I was back and forth the whole time. I'll be honest. I had no idea. I thought when he hit the cop that it was real because that wasn't for the camera.
Right.
Yeah. I was back and forth until that moment as well. Yeah, that's the moment where
people have tremendous highs and people have tremendous lows. He was on a tremendous high. He thought he was fucking God, and we didn't take him seriously. And I don't fucking blame anybody who didn't take him seriously. To put this man's death on KEEMSTAR, to put this man's death on Memology is fucking ridiculous. I know there's some people looking for a way to cope with things they can't explain and with things they want the answers to, but it's not going to bring them back. This isn't a murder. You don't have to find who's guilty for it.
Right.
And the people who are in the comment section sending clown notifications, I'm going to blow your mind. It's not your fault either. If you were critical, if you were on Twitter and you were critical, you're not the reason he did this. If people didn't reach out, people did reach out. That's why he blocked all of his friends. Attempts were made to help him. We couldn't do it because we couldn't stop the chemicals in his brain.
I agree.
Well, right. And I think the problem is if someone says that they're suicidal, I think you should always take that seriously, even if it ends up being that they were faking it. You would rather be safe than sorry. You know, you'd rather look stupid later than have them end up dead. But you can't say that someone, making the clown memes on Twitter. They're insensitive. Yeah, is it insensitive? Maybe, but they didn't push him to jump off that bridge.
Yeah, and then Sneaker File says you guys are keeping that same energy with KEEMSTAR. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah. Absolutely, he is not responsible in the slightest. That article by the Washington Post was disgusting.
Should we go in and get into that since we're here?
I just want to mention one more thing before we go. Can you pull up that tweet that I DM'd you?
Oh yeah, of course.
It physically pains me because I think Turkey Tom comes out of this looking like a massive fucking hypocrite.
This is Turkey Tom right here. There's a difference between being skeptical and saying, I'm not sure this is true. You are a liar. Skepticism is doubt, not outright accusing someone with no basis for it.
Yeah, your entire fucking genre is built off calling people a liar. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, can you grandstand any harder? Holy shit, this is a guy who made a Just Destiny video and called me a scumbag for exposing doxers. And you're going to sit here and tell me that calling someone a liar is a big no-no on the internet? Come on, Turkey Tom. You've soft-blocked me for less.
Okay, I mean, and just by the way, anyone who's saying that, KEEMSTAR is going to face charges for that, he did not, if he had threatened Etika, then charges? He would. But that's fucking stupid. He didn't threaten anyone. He's not going to face charges for anything. He never committed a crime. He said a stupid thing. Okay, that's all he did. He didn't commit a crime. Keem had no responsibility for any part of this.
He's an entertainer. He had a guy on who said he's God, left, and he said he was a big fan of the show and he really wanted to be on a Drama Alert. I don't think Keem knew the guy was mentally ill, and it's possibly
you can't act like Keem said that, predicting that he was gonna kill himself by jumping off a bridge. Keem is not a fucking psychic. He's a lot of things. He's a lot of things, but he's not psychic. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I did. When we do get more deep into the actual stuff Keem said, I am.
We can do that right now.
But I pretty much have the same stance as Memology. I think KEEMSTAR actually is probably less guilty than Memology, and I don't even necessarily think Memology's guilty. I don't think any of these people are guilty of Etika's death. The only person that falls upon is himself. But I don't know. I feel like Keem would be more innocent per se than even Memology.
Well, going back from to Memology for a minute, because I still have a couple things in here, and then we'll get into KEEMSTAR, because he had actually an article written on him, of all things. Let me go and go here. So this guy, Bedhead Bernie or something, I'm not too familiar with his work or who he is, but he made a tweet here. He said, "Thanks, drama YouTube channels. You guys are so cool. # RIP Etika." I followed that up with a tweet, said, this bashing of Memology and even KEEMSTAR is cruel to some extent. Everyone was skeptical and critical and made jokes. Nobody could have seen this coming. And he said somewhere in a tweet here, yeah, here it is. I said it was a tragedy nobody saw coming. That's not even remotely true. Well, yeah, people saw it coming after the suicide note, not necessarily going through when he was e-bagging and he was doing all these weird public stunts or something that were seemingly at the time for attention. And who knows, maybe it still was for attention. It's a combination of publicity stunt and also genuine mental health issues. We just don't know. And I just find it, you know, absolutely insane to toss all of this onto Memology.
Yeah, I do think there were signs, but you have to look really deep into it. And the general consensus from the public around that time that I remember is like probably like 70% of people think it's fake, like 30% think it's real, basically. It was pretty, yeah, like basically saying that Etika's mental illness wasn't fake was like in the minority. Like people would be like, yo, like he's fucking clowning around with the fucking
If he said
thing.
he
Don't
was never
encourage his
suicidal
behavior.
before, and there's tweets where he says he's suicidal, those tweets are likely lies. I'm gonna be honest with you. If he says I didn't feel, I swear to God, I didn't feel suicidal till right now, and he threatened to commit suicide back in March or April, then I think it's very reasonable to say that he was going a little too hard, and some of it might have been a show for the camera.
No, I'm under the belief that he wasn't suicidal during that time, but he was having manic, like, mental episodes.
He was. I think it's a combination. I think he was trying to reach help, but when the cameras went on him, he turned into Etika the entertainer, and it took over. I think it was a combination of the two. Yes, it was a cry for help, but there was also an entire layer of doubt he created because he was being his public persona.
Potentially, yeah. I do think he became suicidal after he kind of like snapped out of it and like realized all the shit he'd done, and then that caused him to be suicidal.
I mean, did you see FouseyTube's episode?
I didn't follow it that heavily.
He came in, gave his money away. He's the best guy in the world. He's super hyped up. Month later, fucking depressed out of his mind, quiet. I don't know, man. Let's go. That's a guy who has a mental health problem. That's not a guy who's faking it. I'm pretty sure now. I'm looking back on that situation. When you get really high, it has to balance it out with a low. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
He was loud, obnoxious. The revolution will not be televised. Getting carried away to his car, smiling, like to the ambulance, smiling. That was for the camera.
Yeah.
Some of it was real, but that was for the camera. And then he came down, and he came down hard.
Yeah, but I think he did it for the camera because he was manic, and it like amplified his tendency to want to perform. So it's not that he was faking it, but he was faking it because he was manic, basically, if that makes any sense.
All right, so we can unanimously agree here that Memology, ding ding ding, is innocent. Woo!
Well, I think everybody's innocent, to be fair. But
well, we'll be getting into the final case. Is a little...
I'm gonna hop out now. I just want to say that is all speculation. That's my interpretation of events with hindsight. I'm just making that abundantly clear. I don't know what's in the guy's head. I don't know everything that happened. But looking back on it, that's how I piece it together. That's how I justify the situation happening.
Yeah, I think it's a good hypothesis.
All right, thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Nick.
No problem.
Real quick, we got a $2 super chat coming through from Zildjian. He says, Etika's fans are ruining his legacy right now. I wouldn't argue that. I think Etika's fans, like his deep, dedicated fan base, have been pretty respectful for the most part. Yeah. It's just a lot of people outside the core fan base that are using the situation for whatever agenda they have. And I do feel like there's some sort of agendas going on here. Regardless, let's go ahead and get into our third case on the show. Woo! Who's innocent? Who's guilty? Ding, 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 KEEMSTAR, woo! Okay, enough of that. KEEMSTAR is the next up on the chopping block. What did Keem do? Well, let's take a look at this tweet I saw on my feed that pretty much covers up what he did, and then we'll go into an article that actually came out from the Washington Post, lambashing. Is that a real word?
Lambasting, I think.
Lambasting KEEMSTAR. There you go. There's the word. All right, let's see what KEEMSTAR's up to. So this tweet right here is coming through. I just saw this on my feed. I just figured it'd be a good example before we get into the article. Wow, catching up about Keemstar belittling people with mental health problems and anxiety. He did it multiple times, goading and mocking a streamer named Etika who committed suicide just now, then turning around and claiming to be deeply sorry and caring about mental health. Let's go through the screenshots right here. So here's the first Keem tweet. Why is this is from November 23rd, 2018. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read for a minute. Keemstar says, why is everybody claiming that they're suffering from mental health issues? Life's not meant to be happy 24/7. If it was, then you would not know what happy is. You wouldn't be able to compare it to anything. Some of you might be sick, fine, but most of you are babies or lying. I would agree with that. I mean, am I a bad guy here? I mean, obviously it's an overgeneralization, but I mean, the core message that he's saying basically is that people are so quick to cry mental illness or mental health over stuff that's really not the same as what's actually mental illness or mental health. So I would agree with that tweet here, but let's see how it goes on here. Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Where is he wrong?
I don't know. Some people over-exaggerate it. Some people don't. I mean, it's really impossible to tell, and I don't think it's fair to discount everybody who cries mental health.
Yeah,
just off the bat.
I don't know. I think in some cases it's easier to tell, and in some cases, yeah, I don't know.
Also, I hate to interrupt you, but before we go on, Turkey Tom is in callers, and he did like argue about the Memology thing, so maybe he wants to talk about that.
Sure. He's got his headphones muted right now, so he's got to fix that. I'll go ahead and pop him in the callers there. Yo, Tom.
Hey, how's it going? Hi.
How's it going, man?
Not bad. Actually, honestly, the most excited I've been about YouTube in a while. I gotta tell you.
Cool.
I don't know. I can't quite spill the tea for you yet, and I'll probably get in trouble with some people just for coming here and saying this.
Shit.
Big things are about to change. Big things are about to change regarding a situation that happened recently. A lot of people about to look retarded. You're gonna love it. We're gonna
be spicy.
I hope I don't look retarded. I hope I'm not one of those people.
That's like a sound clip right there. Boblex, I hope I don't look retarded.
Look, all I'm saying is, Augie, you and me, I don't know. I don't remember your take on this, but I think we're gonna be on the same side of this thing. I think we're gonna hug. We're gonna kiss. You know, it's gonna be great. Maybe I'll even give you a handy. You know, maybe I will. We'll see. It's gonna be. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll Boblax. Maybe you'll love it too. I don't know, but it is commentary related, and it should be quite spicy.
Does it have to do with an event in the past? Wait. Does it have to do with an event in the past that was heavily covered on this channel that there might be like new info on or something like that? Like.
I think you at least made one stream about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
all right then.
Yeah, I'd rather you not speculate live. But yeah, it'll be within the next day for sure. Within the next day.
Oh shit!
I think it'll be good shit. It'll be good shit. We're gonna bond. Boblax, you look like a bit of a sped, but we're gonna bond. Augie, you also look like a sped, but we're all gonna bond. We'll all make sweet love.
Wait, so I'm gonna look like a sped, but we're gonna be on the same page. I'm really confused right now.
Well, you just look like a sped, that's what he means.
Just in general, just like in my natural position.
Visually.
yeah, okay, there we go. All right.
Well, more content for the show, so.
I gotta ask though, are you just here to cock tease us, or are you here to respond to Nick? Because he did put you on.
Oh yeah, what happened with Nick? I'm not really.
He called out this tweet where you. Let me just go and pull the tweet back up and summarize basically what he said. This tweet right here was basically that he pulled up, where you said there's a difference between being skeptical and saying I'm not sure this is true and you are a liar. Skepticism is doubt, not outright accusing someone with no basis for it. He basically said this whole community we're in is accusing people of lying and shit like that. So. I mean,
how was that calling me out? I haven't done anything.
I think it's just saying your take was like retarded or something like that.
Yeah, or hypocritical, I guess.
How is it hypocritical for me to say that it's that making baseless accusations?
I don't know. I can DM him.
Yeah, because I think he said like the whole commentary community is about making baseless accusations and calling people liars and shit like that.
That's not what I do. Maybe that's what he does because his videos are fucking terrible. But that's not what I do.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for him. I'm just kind of.
Yeah,
I don't want to like my video. My next video is about reaction commentary. I know he won't like it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you'll like that because he defended reaction commentary.
Well, that's strange though, because me and Nick had the same take, but we're gonna agree with this, but Nick is not gonna like it. I'm so confused on how this is gonna come out, but I am intrigued.
I think he's talking about a different topic, like the
different
reaction commentary.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I did DM him. I don't want to.
For sure.
Yeah, I did DM him. I don't want to speak on his behalf, too much or something. I just figured since you were on here, you might as well just respond because you got put on blast, so it's only fair.
The Nick stuff, I don't want to sort of, I'd rather just let sleeping dogs. I'll say it in Nick's voice. I'll let sleeping dogs.
Oh my God, it's turkey time.
I'm
a huge fan, dude.
Oh, thank you, Maddie. Thank you. You should mute yourself again.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I see drunk as fuck. He is literally fucking drunk as hell. All right, go ahead, Dirty Tom.
I was gonna say, I don't want to like stir up any old drama or whatever, but I do not agree with Nick or Tommy in that whole situation with the NCO, and I also don't think that Nick's take on reaction commentary is right. I think that the reason people dislike it has nothing to do with, the money part. Although that is a bit of it because a lot of them do it for money, and we have a different mentality with it. A lot of us do it. No, Jesus Christ, one sec. My mom's screaming at me. All right, one sec.
All right, well, while you go deal with that, we have Nick back in the call here.
I watched most of that at 2x speed, so I might have missed something, but I'm here. If he needs me.
What's going on, man? Tom's got a video that's going to change the community forever, apparently.
Apparently, he's making a fucking thing on the doxing situation, I'm assuming.
That's what I was assuming.
Well, he said we only made maybe one stream on it, and if it was a doxing situation, he would have said something along the lines of, "Yeah, you've made a lot of streams on it," or something like that. I think it might be something like unrelated, like maybe a smaller drama that we talked about earlier.
It's something big because Slacker TV came here last week and promoted the same thing. So, and they're also from a group. So I don't know. Listen, I don't think Tom said anything rude. I'll say it to him when he's here. He said that he doesn't like my content. He thinks my content's shit. That's fine. I think his content's very good. That's an opinion.
Yeah, I'll say his recent videos have been, not to dick suck him.
I watched the Boogie one. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, I watched.
I need to see that.
I watched the Kavas one. I thought that was a really cool retrospective.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah. I think it was a unique video and kind of needed to be made eventually by somebody.
Well, Tom,
stuff's gotten better.
Tom just messaged me on the Discord. He said his mom is unpleased or something. So unfortunately, the blood sports will not be happening. Rip.
Ah, shit.
Oh, wait, yeah.
The ultimate cockblock of the century.
I'm assuming whatever it has something to do with me. It has something to do with Tommy. So I'll be talking to him in the next few days, I'm guessing.
Oh, boy. Here we go again. Round 2 has begun, boys.
Happy to do it now. Happy to do it tomorrow.
I wanted
happy to do it the
to
next
see that.
day. Happy to do it the day after. Happy to do it the day after that. Happy to do it the day after that. Because, like usual, my story is my story. And you can poke holes through it as many times as you want. But the truth is the truth. So you can't really break the truth.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
I guess we'll find out.
Some epic foreshadowing for what's to come. I mean, I think round 2 is officially about to begin. He also mentioned that he's got a reaction commentary video coming out. Also, that's going to be against.
Good. I can't wait to see how it's ruining children and killing babies.
I'm like so heavily in the side of pro reaction commentary that I just don't like. I don't really see the argument really against it.
Because these people are upset that their own friends are not getting into the recommended, and it's just how many times does the right opinion have to shout you out? Not to Tom specifically, but how many times do these bigger creators have to shout you out without you retaining the numbers you need on your next video? So you'll go up 10K on one and 1K on the other for you to realize that you can't upload 8 videos in a year and be scrubby or be KSI. Because I'll tell you something right now, these guys can make analytical commentary videos, but when they get massive, when they get PewDiePie KSI levels, these guys are making fucking meme videos. Nobody at the smaller level can sit there and make a meme video and do what KSI and fucking PewDiePie are doing. You have to have established fan bases to make certain kinds of content. You can't be the analytical guy with 3 viewers. People come to the right opinion to hear the right opinion. most of the time. People come to Tro to hear about topics, but mostly they're there to hear Tro talk about the topics. And because he's a respected member of the group.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, oh, you know, I can watch Grade A Under A on Staffo's channel, or I can watch it on Tro's channel. Oh, gonna go click Staffo. Like, no, it's they're competing directly with each other, and they're trying to grow that way, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess. And also, he was
maybe
saying
they just need to do what I do. It's just do what nobody else does. Live stream, the most boring form of content, the most manipulative ever.
I mean,
they say it's the highest effort content, but they're all emulating Colossal as crazy and doing it poorly.
I don't know. The way to grow on YouTube, in my opinion, especially when you're small, specifically when you're small, is just to be unique. Find something unique and find something you're good at, and then people will come because it's not anywhere else. Kind of like this live stream. I mean, there's other live streams like, you know, Kill Stream or whatever, but this is I feel like this is a pretty unique stream. I don't think there's anything really that similar.
Yeah, all the streams that were closer are dead.
Yeah, basically. They're all killed off. It's more by coincidence.
Nick the Oreo in the chat says Tom is scared of Nick. Oh, no.
Tom, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. Tom is very capable of talking on his own 2 feet. Just because I don't like him doesn't mean, like, he can't show up to a debate. I'm sure he has very decent points that he'll make. And I'll have fun ripping them apart one by one.
That's right. I didn't expect for this, but round 2 is actually about to start. That's kind of crazy, man. I mean, it takes me back to the good old times of 2 months ago.
I don't know. Maybe they finally found someone who was able to scroll all the way up into the group chat to find more incriminating stuff that I didn't have the screenshots to cover on them.
I don't know. I don't think Tom is going to talk about the NCO stuff or whatever. He just said he
What else would it be, though? I mean, that's what he basically said on stream a minute ago.
Well, he doesn't want to speculate on the air, so I'm not going to tell you what to do on your show, but that was my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and further delve into what we needed to what he's going to cover.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, well, then I guess we're going to go ahead and resume our epic game show of Guilty or Innocent with KEEMSTAR now. Finish
all right, enjoy, guys.
Screenshots.
Yeah. All right, if anybody else wants to take my head off, please just DM. I'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, my God. All right, well, there we go. Let's just go ahead and get back into this and keep doing what we were doing here. So here we have another screenshot from KEEMSTAR. Let's see. I'm getting a few tweets saying it's wrong to interview Etika because he's having mental breakdown. You're exploiting my loyalties to my subscribers, but I'll put it to a vote now. Again, I don't really see an issue with this. Recorded an interview with Etika. He started yelling and rage quit. He mad because I called him out for being weak. All right. And dear Etika, normally I would say stop going crazy, but there's no news going on, so full July 15, baby. I have kids to feed. Jesus Christ. Oh, this one definitely doesn't look good in retrospect.
Yeah. It's just because Keemstar genuinely thought Etika was faking it, which again we established is a fine opinion to have, considering the circumstances. I don't really know if I can fault Keem too much for this one, because specifically when Etika went missing, and Keemstar, we all actually knew that it was a real mental illness. Keemstar did everything in his power to try and help him. I'm pretty sure even during this time, if he thought that Etika might have potentially had a mental breakdown, he could have reached out to him and helped him. I don't know. Keemstar just thought it was a joke, and
it's not like they're friends.
Etika didn't clarify it to him during that time, so you can't really blame him too hard for these tweets and the way he acted in general. Although I do think I did tweet out about it, I do think it was irresponsible during the interview in particular for Keemstar to say some of the stuff that he was saying to Etika, with the potential that he could have been going mentally insane, because it could have influenced some certain actions that he might have taken past that point. But I don't think it was done out of malicious intent. I think it was just ignorance, not knowing that it was a mental break he was having. So I don't think Keem is malicious at all in this, and that is kind of the key factor to whether I would say they are guilty or innocent is the malicious. He clearly cared about Etika, but by reading through all of Keem's tweets, he clearly cared about the guy for sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, I question all these YouTubers when it comes to whether or not they genuinely care about someone, but when it comes to all of this, we know what Keemstar is like. He makes crude, rash jokes all the time. It's no different with this case. It's just another case of memology. He picks a side, he goes hard on it, and it ends up not being true to the point where the guy just killed himself, and now you somehow have to live with the punishment that you caused someone to kill themselves. It's just ridiculous. So no, I don't think Keem's in the wrong here. I mean, he said some stuff that obviously in retrospect looks terrible, but it's in retrospect. You have to remember that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Washington Post. Now, I did not see this coming from a mile away. Washington Post, an actual news source, has made an article where they spent a lot of time supposedly bashing on KEEMSTAR here. So I can only imagine this will be a train wreck. YouTuber Etika found dead in East River following a series of erratic videos and police confrontations. The YouTube star, and I'll go ahead and skim through this. Alright, it's not that long. So yeah, let's just go ahead and read the whole thing. YouTube star Etika, who recently turned into a gaming channel into a venue for rants and confrontations with a police officer, was found dead in New York East River this week after posting a video expressing suicidal thoughts through a cause of death, though a cause of death has not been released. Desmond Omofa, 29, has attained hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers as Etika, a Nintendo fanboy with the high-top haircut, who reacted to new trailers and game announcements with exaggerated howls of emotion. His online behavior turned erratic in October when, as Kotaku reported, he uploaded pornography, resulting in the first of several suspensions from YouTube. In the following weeks, Omofa spammed his social media accounts with suicidal messages, slurs, grandiose pronouncements about his own talent. In late April, about 19,000 people watched as he live-streamed from his apartment window. As police officers called him from below, it was unclear what brought him from there, but Omofa narrated for his viewers for about more than half an hour, "Look at this, my hands are shaking, I'm so scared," before officers with tactical shields drilled through the door. Police took him to a hospital, Kotaku reported, but he was soon released. The next day, Omofa called into the YouTube gossip show Drama Alert and told the host he was the Antichrist and God and had no fear of death. The host, who calls himself KEEMSTAR, smirked and sipped a can of ginger ale. Oh,
Important detail.
They are going through the... I mean, it's not even an important detail to point out, but they are really going for it, just trying to get KEEMSTAR punished from all ends here.
Yeah, they're going through this with a fine-tooth comb to find
It's very obvious what the agenda here is. This is definitely not agenda-free news.
yeah. If you want agenda-free news, definitely not here.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. They say when you say death means nothing, you are basically saying life is a simulation, KEEMSTAR asked. Yeah, Mofa said, life is a video game. We're all in a video game. If you really think about it, well, then why live, KEEMSTAR asked later in the interview. Just jump off a cliff. It's just a simulation. Who cares? Ugh. Well, Omofa had more outbursts over the following days, more rants, more suspensions, more police altercations. Excuse me, while many of his fans expressed concern in his Twitter feeds, others goaded him as his disintegration were a part of his show. On Friday, after New York police announced that Omofa had not been seen. Oh my god, not been seen since posting a suicidal message to Etika 2 days later. Drama Alert posted a video in which KEEMSTAR, with a bucket of popcorn beside his microphone, wondered whether this whole thing might be a stunt.
Which is what a lot of people were thinking.
Yeah, that's not a KEEMSTAR exclusive thing here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is cruel. I mean, I'm the last person to defend KEEMSTAR on literally anything, but this is cruel. Let's just be real here. It's a hit piece.
For sure.
It's literally a hit piece.
It is.
Where did I go here?
Scroll up.
Ah, fuck, I lost my place. God damn it.
It's down. It's like in between those two ads.
Okay, there we go. Omofa's wallet, phone, and Nintendo Switch were found on the Manhattan Bridge hours after he went missing, according to the Daily Dot. On Monday, after the days of searching, a 9/11 caller reported a man floating in a river nearby. All of us at YouTube are sending condolences to his loved ones and fans. The official Twitter account for YouTube creators posted after police confirmed the body's identity on Tuesday. Which, by the way, I want to point out, Medicare had a really funny quote for that tweet. He was like, "Didn't you guys delete his channel?" It's just really makes you
They're
think.
like fellow creator, and he's terminated from the site. Like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
exactly. I don't know about that one. All right, let's just keep reading here.
I don't know if he belongs to your platform at that point.
In Mofa's final video uploaded to an alternate account that had not been suspended, he appeared to be walking through the streets of New York with the camera pointed at his face. "I'm sorry, y'all," he said. "You know I wasn't suicidal before. I really wasn't. But one thing I didn't realize is that the walls are closing around me fast. I guess I'm mentally ill." He apologized to his friends and family, and "KEEMSTAR, I wish you the best," he said, and blamed himself for turning away help. "I'm sorry for leaving such a stained legacy," he said shortly before the end. "I hope that my story helps to make YouTube a better place somehow in the future, to where people know boundaries and limits to how far things should go." The video was later deleted for violating YouTube's terms of service. Hit piece.
So yeah,
that's really what this is.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I think it went a little too hard on KEEMSTAR for sure.
They're trying to go to
They're trying to take us down, man. I mean, let's just be real here. They're trying to get us shown. Anytime these Wall Street Journal or these Washington Post articles start coming out about specific YouTubers with this kind of agenda in mind and this sort of hippies, they're trying to get these channels taken off. Let's just be real here. Or demonetized or negatively affected. But probably, if I had to speculate myself, taken off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
As for the actual argument to how bad like KEEMSTAR's video was, I mean, there is a slight possibility that like that interview that Etika had with KEEMSTAR could have influenced this in some way or another, because you know it is something that, like, unlike the Memology thing, KEEMSTAR did directly interact with Etika, and Etika even mentioned KEEMSTAR in this suicidal video. But I don't know. I feel like most people would have done what KEEMSTAR did in his position, especially considering that KEEMSTAR thought it was fake. You know, I do think maybe the argument at the end that KEEMSTAR was having with Etika was kind of a bit stupid, but I don't know. I really can't blame KEEMSTAR. I can't really blame anyone other than Etika for his actions. It's just a series of unfortunate events, unfortunately. But I guess there's an argument to be made that KEEMSTAR could have had a negative influence on Etika. I don't know. I still don't think it's fair to blame him, though.
No. For me, Etika, you know, he did his thing. You know, that was his, you know, his option, and we have to live with it. You know, that was his decision, and only God, you know, can judge him, and we cannot judge him. So may he rest in peace, in my opinion, and I hope, you know, he's with God, and you know, because the religious thing, you know, if you go suicide yourself, you don't go to heaven and all of that. But I really hope Etika is okay, and you know, man, rest in peace, in my opinion, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, it is, you know, the chemicals, you know, in his brain that really told him to kill himself. You know, it's not like I don't know. I hope he's in a good place.
People tried to reach out. It's not like there was nobody there for Etika. Etika did it in such a way where there was no way people could help him in time, because by the time they found out he was suicidal, like legitimately, not just like playing it up, it was too late. So,
all right. Well, let me just go ahead and recap the stream so far. So, Brittany Venti, unfortunate wording, or, well, yeah, I guess wording for the tweet, innocent. Let's see, who else we have here? Memology. And both KEEMSTAR, really for the same reason. An unfortunate take, it was a 50-50, and then, well, unfortunately for them and for everyone involved, the take wasn't correct. But, I mean, we can't demonize them for it. So, both innocent. Now, the final contestant of Guilty or Innocent, JayStation. Let's see if his story is the same as the others. I have a feeling, if I had to speculate, it's not. You guys ready to watch this?
Yeah, I'm not extremely familiar with this one, but I'm ready to learn and see if he's innocent or guilty.
Oh my god. Now, the thing about JayStation is that anytime a celebrity dies, like Exorcist Tassion or anyone, he'll do like a video where he's like finding the Ouija board with Etika or something like that. He did one for Etika, And it was the trick to this case. It seems like a pretty clear-cut case. He's using Etika's death for views. Scumbag, get him. The case for this guy is that the video is a little bit of a deception. Not that it saves him, but it creates, I guess, a sort of conversation. Well, let's just take a look at this. I mean, I can't really preface this anymore.
What's poppin', guys? I just
watch this video for what it is. Let me go to full screen right now, and let's take a look.
What's poppin', guys? I just got back from the middle of nowhere in an insane asylum. I checked Twitter right now, and I saw the most horrific news I've ever seen, man. Honestly, guys. And it comes from comments on my YouTube channel telling me, Jay, you better not do the Ouija board on Etika. Hell no, I'm not going to do the Ouija board on Etika, bruh. You know what, man?
Technically, he didn't actually do it, but it's in the title, and that's what people would legitimately have a problem with, is the title and the thumbnail. You know, that's what people have a problem with, and then you put what people have a problem with in the video. Technically, you're not doing the challenge, but you still say that you are and promote it as such, and that is
Let's
the issue
continue to hear
people
him out here.
have.
I see a lot of these YouTubers tweeting about Etika. Oh, you're my best friend. Oh, this guy's the greatest. I see people making YouTube videos about it, bro. They not doing shit, bro. So what? Your YouTube video don't have ads, bro. Donate to that shit. If you're not donating to...
Now he's gonna sit here and, you know, I guess do reverse moral cop. Is this what it is? I mean, he's gonna be like, you know, you guys aren't doing shit. You guys aren't donating. You guys don't care if you don't donate. I mean, I don't.
That's
I guess an interesting message from the wrong guy. If I had to give my take on it.
To Etika or his family or mental health when you're tweeting about it, or you're making a YouTube video about it, you're doing it for attention, bro. So when you're gonna get mad at me for the Ouija board, you're doing the same shit. It's for attention. Who cares about the ads, bro? You care? You think this YouTuber with 4 million
No. There's a difference between doing something for attention and paying their respects. Like someone making a tweet saying, "Rip Etika, I'm really gonna miss him." Is that for attention? No, that's just like paying your respects to someone who passed away. That's a little different than saying Etika Ouija board challenge at 3 a.m. Like, there's a clear difference between
but no,
talking
you
about
don't understand. It's not actually the Ouija board, so we're in the clear. All the money was sent to charity, guys. Oh my god, that's another tool a lot of these people
and the
use,
fact that
the
people
charity.
only are allowed to talk about it if they are able to donate to charity. Not everyone is in the financial situation to donate to suicide prevention. You know.
I gotta be honest with you, when it comes to guilty or innocent, we had a winning streak here, but I don't think JayStation is doing too well.
Subscribers care about $500 from a YouTube video. He'll take the ads off and be like, "Oh well, you don't really care though. You're just doing it for attention, bro." Look, man, I almost died like a week ago, bro. For real, bro.
Wait, and now it's about him. And now it's about him. Okay.
What does it mean he
1 minute
almost
in,
died?
I'm tired of talking about Etika. It's my time.
I don't understand almost died. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I
in my car right now.
Like that.
I'm ready to die, bro. I feel like I'm gonna get murdered, bro. You know what that feels like?
Ready to die? What?
I'm ready to die. I feel like I'm gonna get murdered.
So...
And then people are saying online that shit is fake. My dude. Bro, you can't tell the difference between my regular video and this shit. I don't want people to make YouTube videos about me. Okay? If I thought I was about to die. And in my brain, I thought about, man, are people gonna think this is a joke? What are they gonna do, man? I thought I was legit about to die. And I'm like, man, they better not do no freaking Ouija board about me, bruh. That really had me thinking, bruh.
What?
About everything I did.
Oh my god.
About those videos I made. Doing the Ouija board. It's not a joke, bro.
That's what it took you to think?
It's not a joke.
Oh my god.
So Etika dying made you realize...
How egotistical do you have to be to where it's like, oh, I realized my Ouija board videos were bad only when I realized that people could do it on me potentially.
Look.
What?
I don't understand. I'm trying to find his channel to see if they're still up. I mean, if he's so remorseful, oh my god, stop playing this stupid. All right, there we go. Yeah, I mean, if he's so remorseful about the videos being taken down,
Just type in like Ouija board, I guess.
Wait a minute. Actually, let me just filter. I don't know how to find this. Let's see. It's so hard to tell. Like, where's the part where he uses celebrities?
Maybe they are gone. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could check his social blade to see for sure if they're gone or not. Let me just filter by most popular. Let's see. The ones where he uses celebrities, that's the one I'm paying attention for. Are they legitimately gone? Let me go ahead and open up my social blade.
Yo, let me see some ones
Yeah.
in the chat if you really hate JayStation content. Come on.
There's no view drop. I guess they're still there. Let me type like XXX or something. Yeah, they're still there.
Yep, still there.
He realized this kind of
dude.
content was so wrong, except they're still there.
And these people, just because they remove the ads, they doing it for the same reason, bruh. If it's not money, it's for attention. Don't act like you're the guy's best friend, because you weren't, bro. Don't act like he was the most best person and you can
I
vouch
don't
for him.
think people are saying that. Like, you could pay respects and be like, yo, this is really sad. I'm sad that this happened, and not be his friend. Like, what? I don't understand.
You can't, bro, because you don't know him.
He's looking at it the wrong way.
But what you can do, bro, is you can put money towards mental health, bro, because this is a real deal. This is a real deal, bro. I'm a big YouTuber, bro. I feel like people think that YouTubers are just like a cartoon character, like they don't really exist, like they're just in the internet. That is not true, man. We are real people. Etika really jumped off a bridge, bro. This is not for no YouTube. It wasn't part of his act, bro. It was a real deal, bro. This happens to people. Not only just big YouTubers, it happens to everybody. Robin Williams, man. Okay? Money don't make you happy. Just because you got followers doesn't mean you're not a real human being with real emotions. And I really gotta say it right now. I looked up Etika as soon as I heard about it, and I saw a bunch of comments, bunch of video, like people made actual videos about KEEMSTAR. Yeah, it's KEEMSTAR's fault. Because he's hard on mental health. YouTubers just putting, I'm depressed, guys. I'm depressed. I'm breaking down. I got depression. Or I do something bad. It's because I was depressed. He's hard on that shit because you know what? It's true, bro. These YouTubers are doing this, making 5 different videos.
I gotta be honest, though. On this part, I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, I do agree
I mean,
with him.
he's kind of like, this is such a weird video. I mean, this is like he shouldn't have uploaded this. This is absolutely in the wrong. But when it comes to his commentary on, KEEMSTAR and stuff like that, he's right. Not the person to be talking about it. That's the problem here.
It's about being depressed. Bro, I'm sad too, bro. But I'm not about to say I got depression, dude. Because you know what, man? If you didn't feel like Etika did, you don't got depression, my dude. You don't got depression.
Okay, that's a bit of a
You're doing it for
leap.
attention.
No, he's right.
No, depression and suicide are different things.
Let me replay that just so I can rehear that
Say I
again.
got depression. You know what? It's true, bro.
Depression can lead to suicide.
YouTubers are doing this, making 5 different videos about being depressed. Bro, I'm sad too, bro. But I'm not about to say I got depression, dude. Because you know what, man? If you didn't feel like Etika did, you don't got depression, my dude.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not literally, but I agree with the sentiment that he's making there.
Yeah, I agree with the sentiment before that specific sentence. Not really.
No, he's saying if you're not like Etika, aka someone who actually has mental, you don't have mental. That's what he's saying. He's not saying literally. He's just using it as an example. So I gotta be honest with him. Yeah, what's going on?
Isn't depression like one of the can cause like you to go to suicide?
Yeah, but they're separate. One can lead to another, but they're separate. You can be depressed without being suicidal. You can be suicidal without being depressed.
Don't you have to
although I
be?
think
Wait,
that's
don't you
kind
have
of inherent.
to?
I don't know.
Don't you have to be like depressed to commit suicide though?
Yeah, but you can be depressed without being suicidal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to be like.
You can be depressed
or
without being
depre-
suicidal, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You don't got depression. You
By the way, mental health doctor here. By the way,
doing it for attention.
I should become a better health dude. I think I'd really help a lot of people out. Suck it up, loser.
So next time you sad, suck it up, bruh, and just give your
Literally, I was making a joke.
Bruh.
your fans what they want to see, because they don't want to see that stuff, bruh. You don't know how it feels to feel what Etika felt, bruh. It's not a joke at all, bruh. I'm so tired of it. I want to say I'm sorry for making this Mac Miller Ouija board video, the X video. I want to say I'm so sorry,
bro,
that's still because it's not till recently.
Still up? I mean, yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, you know, the fact that he's saying sorry now under this instance, and the fact that he's, I mean, this is what it took him to say sorry, and you know, he's saying under this circumstance, and the videos are still up. It just doesn't create a good look.
This like last week, and Etika, where I really thought about it. It makes me disgusted of what I did. I want to say I'm very sorry. And I want to make a new thing on YouTube about if you're going to tweet about this guy dying.
So is he making an apology? Is he using Etika to make an apology video about himself?
Yeah.
He's using Etika's death to make an apology video about himself. He could have made this video without tying Etika into it at all.
Like the best move, if he was like actually genuine, would have been to like wait like weeks after this. You know?
Yeah, and then not title it Ouija board or whatever, and just say it's an apology, and then
this video is literally like a tool to save his own image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is.
Jesus Christ, that like ratio. 15k likes, 344k dislikes.
His pinned comment, 1 dislike equals 2 prayers for Etika.
Jesus.
Yeah, people
you're gonna
are
pretend like
What's that, Maddie? You were saying something?
No. Keep it.
You were his friend. Put some money at least to something like his funeral. You gotta support these people. Put some money. Donate some money. Or else you're doing it for
Not
pure
everyone
attention.
has as much money as you, JayStation. Not
YouTube
everyone
ads
got
on.
a bunch of money from exploiting the dead. I'm sorry about that one, but
You're doing it for attention.
now that he has all the money from this, he can easily say that shit. But like, bruh.
Somebody dies, and you're gonna get 500,000 people watching you that you never did before, bro. They're gonna watch your future videos. That guy.
By the way, I just want to point out something Lady Zubat wrote in the chat. Last night, the top comment was 1 like equals 1 prayer for Etika, 1 dislike equals 2 prayers. He changed that real fast.
Got ads on him, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
How are people so blind to see that what these people are doing, bro? Donate, bro. If you actually care, donate. That's all I want to say, man. That's all I want to say, bro. Like, Philip DeFranco, bro. Come on, dude. You putting out that video. Oh, you didn't have ads? So what, bro? You link a friggin' helpline. Put some money, bro. You got 200,000 on Patreon a month, dude. Not including your YouTube channel. Donate, bro.
This guy
like,
can make literally a video saying bruh every time, and he can monetize it.
You know those like videos that show up in your recommended that are like, you know, every time someone does this, the video gets like faster or the video gets like more distorted or something like that. Someone, hey Nick, put this on Killstream Live. Take this every time he says "bro," like speed it up or something and see how many views that gets. I'll bet that would get 1 million views.
Yeah,
that would get 1 million views.
Sad. It bothers me so much, but you can't put $1 in. You didn't even put $1. Not $1. But he didn't put YouTube ads on. Is he doing it for attention? They're doing just what I did, in a different way. I want to say I'm sorry again.
He says 1 sec. Oh boy, sub to Killstream Live, boys.
I'm never going to make that Ouija board video about nobody that dies, man. This shit is not a joke. And if I die, because I really think people are gonna kill me soon, don't make a video about me, bro. And if you're gonna tweet about me, donate to my mom or something. Etika has a real mom right there mourning, bro. I did not know Etika. I didn't even watch his videos, dude. I'm just saying. I donated $2,500 to Etika, bro. It's not a game, bro. Stop making your stupid depression videos. You're not depressed. You feel like Etika? No. Because of all these YouTubers, when Etika reached out, bro, people thought he was a joke. He was serious, but it's because of all these 20 other YouTubers who made videos about it. Everybody thinks it's a joke. When he got to reach out, nobody believed in him. So stop that. Put some money on him. I'm asking anybody of you, if you're watching me right now, to donate to Etika. I'm going to put the link in the description. And hell yeah, I put ads on this shit. And it's all going to Etika, bruh. Hashtag no bitch niggas.
Now, my sentiments in this video are pretty much the same as I see Sneaker Files puts in the chat. Dude has a few good points, but it's watered down since it's from him. I would agree with that. There are a couple good points he mentions in here.
Yeah.
However,
I have
this whole thing is literally a weapon to make him look good using Etika's death. Let's just be real here.
Yeah, and I don't think it's specifically because it's from him. I just think, like, there's a couple good points, like 2 or 3, and then, like, 6 or more bad points. Like, there's just a lot of bad points in there as well.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like our little game here of innocent or guilty has found its first and final victim. I think we can all agree here. JayStation is guilty! Punish the internet shame forever! Woo!
Shame.
Shame him! Shame him!
I'd say guilty.
Bad
Also,
boy, bad commentator, bad JayStation. There we
I
go.
don't know if you want to quickly go over it, but
Oh,
Holly Conrad made some tweets about the Etika situation, and the way she handled it is pretty much in the same vein as Jay, but maybe even worse. The tweets are deleted now. I don't have them archived, but so I'll just go over it briefly. But essentially what she did is she brought, she is basically the mistress in the Pro Jared situation. She's the one who, you know, fucked someone's husband, and, you know, there's the polyamory stuff, and it's all confusing. I'm not going to go back into that. But basically, she got a bunch of hate on the internet, and the second Etika died, and she found out, she decided to tweet out how bullying on the internet and cancel culture can lead to this, and how she had to go to a mental hospital because she was getting a lot of hate, and made it all about her. And how she got a bunch of hate, and people should stop hating, or else Etika would be alive, and she wouldn't get bullied.
Is she retarded? How does she not see this as a PR blunder?
She literally was arguing with people for hours, and then I think like after like 10 hours, 11 hours, she finally took it down, because she finally realized, it got through her thick skull, that wasn't a good idea. But I think she's probably a bit retarded.
Yeah, are you going?
What are the bit? I don't know why Pro Jared wants fuck that, but no.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a little JF syndrome going in there. He likes,
yeah,
he likes the
maybe
retarded kind. Oh my god. Boblex, can you diagnose her with autism real quick for the stream?
Yes. Holly Conrad officially is diagnosed with autism.
There you go.
By me.
There you go. Thank you for that.
Autism spectrum disorder.
Now, I'll bet you thought we were done here. We were going to wrap up the show and call it a night. But no. We have one little thing that I just threw in there. I had to toss in there right at the end of the show. Our man, Michael McCrudden, who everyone speculated would do a documentary on Etika right after he died, has come out with a brand new video. I don't know if we're going to watch the whole thing or not.
Are you serious?
It might be boring. I don't know if it's entertaining or not. I did see a minute of it, but let's just go ahead and take a look before we get off the air. What our main man Michael is up to. Let's go ahead and see what he's doing. Real quick, $2 from Mike the Bike. Her weird shaped head has a weird shaped brain. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, is her head a weird shape? I haven't spent too much time looking at her.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's weird.
That's fucking great.
I don't spend much time looking at her either, to be fair.
Yeah, not really on the top of my priorities. All right, let's take a look at this right now.
Hey guys, I'm making this video in light of something that happened yesterday in the YouTube community, and I feel it's pretty important to talk about it, so please watch this video till the very end. Now this video is monetized, and I'll be making a public donation with all proceeds going to a mental health cause. I'll actually post proof of this in 30 days via my social media accounts.
30 days. Why?
And in the community
Because
tab
I
on this
guess
channel.
he's waiting for 30 days for the revenue to come up. Also, yeah, YouTube pays you like a month
Oh, that's what he meant
after.
from his
So,
ad revenue.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense.
If he
there.
made, yeah.
Now, this video was actually met with a decent amount of praise, but he said, I needed to make this video. So.
But it also doesn't have a lot of views. So.
Jesus Christ, is this channel dead? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold on,
his channel's been dying for a while.
before we take a closer look, I just have to check his channel real quick. Is it actually
His
dead?
tweets get no likes, dude.
3.2k views. Wow. What happened?
20k, 45, 50k.
What
I don't
happened?
know.
to his
happened?
channel?
He used to get millions, dude. He used to actually get millions.
Damn.
He has 2.9 million subs. Like,
Is he getting a lot of subs?
he's fallen off, dude. Ever since he stopped making videos on dead people.
Oh, is
That's
that
a
what
good
happened?
question, Augie. What happened?
I think people just got tired of him. It's just like the same shit over and over.
Where's the
Honestly.
after they were famous on himself?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
He's still
my
getting a lot
God.
of monthly views and subs, but just the daily. I don't know. Maybe that's on the back.
It might be on older videos, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, to start making this video, it really takes me out of my comfort zone. I'm actually like a little terrified doing this. I know it appears at first glance, people, they've kind of made up their mind about it. It seems like every time I respond to controversies, well, the masses, they band together to try and find some negative intent behind it. Now,
Victimizing. Woo!
frequent viewers of my content, they might not even know this is happening, but the broader YouTube community
What frequent viewers? They all left.
has been coming down on me like
I don't know.
Slow down, buddy. I
3K
think you
that
might a
watched his last video.
little too big for your boots.
the
there.
hammers of hell. My socials and this YouTube channel, they were bombarded with angry, hateful, and threatening messages.
Threatening? What do you mean threatening?
Oh,
What
really?
Wait, what?
Angry, hateful, and threatening messages to a YouTuber? Really? I've never heard of that before. I've never dealt with that. I only have positive comments. Everyone loves me. You know, I never ever get comments like that as a 16k sub YouTuber. So as a 2 million sub YouTuber, I am fucking shocked that you have any sort of hate comments whatsoever.
Lots
You
of
fucking piece of shit.
Caroline puts a bunch of violin emojis in the chat. I think put a violin in the chat if you feel sorry for this guy.
All day yesterday. Here's a few
Or
examples.
rather, put a violin in the chat to let Michael McCritta know how sorry you feel for him. That should be a better way to state it. Oh, these are the hateful messages. Keep your hands off of, I assume that's Etika, or we will end your career. Oh no! Make anything at Etika and your channel is over. Etika just passed away. What time are you degenerates coming to bank in on it? Damn, these are some really scary messages.
Very mean messages.
How many, I don't know what that is. Ready to... What? How many... I don't even know what that means.
Dude, these are all like
This is so-
random ass like bottom. These are all random ass like bottom of the barrel comments. These aren't even like
26
top
subs,
comments in the
40
slightest.
subs. Oh my god.
He's like,
Don't mind me,
oh
I'm
my
just
God.
waiting for the storm. Unless he decides to be smart and not make any videos about it. How is it? That's not even a hate.
These are really tame hate comments actually. Like
Well, you know there's like real comments that are like probably calling him like racist shit or something that obviously he didn't show. Because after all, the video is monetized.
Now, as you know, a well-known YouTuber passed away, and they had been suffering from
I
mental
love in all these like super serious videos, they make the audio quality sound like complete ass so that you're supposed to see like, oh, this was quickly made, this was urgent, this was serious, guys. You can tell because the audio production sounds terrible.
health issues.
yeah, I
likely
don't think
depression.
Aika would have appreciated the audio quality there.
Now, I've chosen not to name any names or individuals in this video because I don't want any foreseeable negativity to be tied to their name. Like the rest of the world, I watched what unfolded over the last week, and despite what most people might think, it's affected me. It's hit pretty close to home. So being on YouTube, it's like a blessing and a curse. So on the one hand, you get the opportunity, you can make
Being on YouTube is 100% a blessing. If your job as a YouTuber You have made it. Don't come here and cry and complain about all the negative comments that get to you. What? It's 1,000 times better than an office job. What the hell are you talking about?
It really is, honestly. Like, there's down. Obviously, there's like those downsides. There's the stuff you have to deal with YouTube. As there is downsides to any job, but you know.
If your job is to sit on your ass all day and talk about dead people, that's 1,000 times better than whatever you were probably going to be doing in your off time.
Yeah, it's not going to be 100% happy and the best thing ever 100,000% of the time, but in actuality, it's a lot better of a job than almost anything else. Honestly, like it's a small price to pay, essentially.
Of thought-provoking content, and this is without the barriers that were previously put up by the media industry. It can be pretty fantastic. I mean, like when I first found success on YouTube, man, it felt incredible. I finally had the means to do what I've always wanted to do, and like there was no one who could really stop me. You can even like go look back at my very first YouTube video. It's like a decade old, but it's still not far off from what I do today. Bruh. So you know, like I was ecstatic. But YouTube, it was meant to be a democracy in which the audience, they had the ability, they could control what was on the top of the charts.
Why is he talking about this shit? Who cares? Why is he talking about this? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if you fucking came from nowhere and had a video that's a decade old and now you made money and you can do shit. I don't fucking care.
If YouTubers had to come up with the perfect YouTube, they would create a platform where it's impossible to write comments, to like or dislike the video. Like, if YouTubers were in charge of making a website for themselves, there would be no way for the users to provide feedback because they can't handle it.
Yeah.
Now, over time, you know, it's...
Hey, chat, you have permission to shit all over me, whatever I do that's stupid or whatever. Go ahead. It's not like I can control you anyway.
Become a place of drama and controversies, and these are the topics of interest, and with that there comes a wave of negativity, and it just like circulates. It's never ending. All of a sudden, the best job in the world, it can feel like a prison, and you're just surrounded by hate. To be honest, that's how I've been feeling.
Fucking river.
Now, I didn't know this individual or that he was struggling until it was too late. I've watched a ton of his content over the last week, including his live streams, his social media posts, and his interviews. Now, to me, it appeared that this man was indirectly reaching out for help. But in return, what I noticed was a lot of his actions, they were met with smirks, there was eye rolls, and there was sarcastic mocking. I'm sad to say, guys, the comments, they weren't any better. There's this thing about cancel culture, and I...
Oh, is he just taking shots at
Yeah, he's talking about Keem's interview, and he's like, there was smiles, there was eye rolling, there was smirks, and the comments weren't much better, implying that what KEEMSTAR did was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I absolutely detest it.
I know they don't like each other. KEEMSTAR makes jokes about before they were dead a lot on his Twitter timeline every time Michael tries to interact with him, so
Yo,
it's not a
surprise. Just search for Michael McCrudden and you will know who you're watching.
It's this idea that no one wants to think for themselves anymore, and instead you jump onto any opinion and views that are the most popular one. And these opinions, they're generally the most negative ones. And, you know, they completely disregard that there's a person on the other side of the screen. You know, it's always all or nothing. There's love or there's hate. People campaign to help an individual, or they bombard them with relentless ridicule. What makes matters harder to deal with is that mental health, it's not seen in the same light as any visible disability. Now, if someone uploaded a video making fun of someone in a wheelchair, well, this would immediately get shut down. So why is mental health any different? Now, I would never point the finger of blame.
Well, making fun of people in wheelchairs is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was expecting laughter to be accompanied by that Bo Blacks. What the hell? You left me hanging there. Oh my god.
I mean, if they're fine with it, then yeah. And most people are. I mean, they've probably been in that wheelchair for majority of their life, so they're like, I don't give a fuck. Like how I am with my autism, I don't give a fuck.
Asshole. You complete dick.
As to why someone would ever choose to do this to themselves. but I will say that actions taken with negative intent against an individual can and will add up. And instead of adding onto the negativity of the platform, well, we need to make a stance against the hate and make content that is actually creative, inspiring, educational, and interesting.
I'm bored.
Then promote that instead of fucking complaining about there being hate. There's so much great positive content on YouTube. Can you just like promote that and stop making a fucking video where you sit down and be like, well, why don't we take away all the hate, guys? Can we just delete hate from the human like fucking psyche, please? Like, oh, Jesus Christ, what does he expect to change, dude? This is literally just like a cry for attention or some shit. I don't fucking know. Crazy.
Right.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, that's really our hit new game show, Innocent or Guilty. I don't know if this is ever coming back, but yeah, we have 3 people innocent and 1 person who is guilty. Shame him!
Shame him. I love playing moral cop.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it a night here. Other than that, be sure to check out. I put a video on my channel for once on Red Fox Comms. You should go check it out right now. I don't know how many views it has, but it better have a lot of them. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry mental illness. Whoa! Other than that, go check out Scully on oh, never mind. Sorry.
It's just habit. It's habit.
Never mind. Oh my god. No, check out what should you guys check out? I don't know. Check something out.
I don't know. Check out my latest video if you haven't already.
Yeah, check out my Twitch channel. How about that? I've been streaming more, and I plan to use that channel more often. Matter of fact, I might be going live in the morning, so there's that too.
Nice.
So yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of the call, and you guys have yourselves a good night. Thanks for co-hosting.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
Have a good night.
No problem, Rocky.
All right, and of course, you guys, the chat, the oh so merciless chat. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I apologize for not going live yesterday, but I just didn't feel it was the best move for me to do at the time. But I had a good, fun show tonight, and I think we're gonna have a good week. I will say this: we'll have a show. Let's see, it's Wednesday today. I will have a show on Thursday tomorrow. However, the Friday show is up in the air because Friday, I'm going to be having my friends over to celebrate my birthday, and I really don't know if I want to do a show on that day or not. I'll let you guys know on Twitter, and also in the community tab if the show is canceled or not, but that's all up in the air for now. Either way, be sure to like the stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.